who constitute approximately 10% of Egypt's population of 90 million people, are a Christian minority in the country. They are an especially vulnerable population in Egypt because it has continually faced discrimination in the past against the backdrop of a culture of impunity. These tensions between Muslims and Christians have always existed, but were exacerbated in 2011 after Hosni Mubarak was deposed. According to Reuters, hardline Muslim clerics gained unprecedented freedom to preach on Egyptian television after the uprising, and some openly derided Christians on air. Further, these tensions grew even worse after President Mohamed Morsi of the Muslim Brotherhood was elected into power. After President Morsi was himself deposed by the military in 2013 and about 1,000 of his supporters were killed by security forces on the streets of Cairo, there has been a backlash against the Coptic community. Current Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi was elected under a banner of cultural inclusivity and ideological tolerance. Reuters reported that President al-Sisi dispatched fighter jets this year against Islamic State targets in Libya in retaliation for the beheading of 21 Copts, and this sent a powerful message to the long discriminated against Christian minority population. However, just like before, there was a backlash against the Christian community following the president's strikes. Even though President al-Sisi has done more to address the issues facing the country's Christian minority, Reuters noted that the persistent insecurity and entrenched discrimination against Copts could ultimately help undermine the president's efforts to portray himself as the man who can deliver stability to both Egypt and a wider Arab world under assault by militancy. In describing Christmas in his book Baghdad, the City of Peace in the 1920s, British historian Richard Coke wrote, "The magnificent scale on which the Christian festivals were celebrated in the churches led to many Muslims attending the services, and it was, we are told, a popular custom at holiday times to repair to one of the country monasteries with which the neighborhood abounded, for dancing, drinking, and pleasure-making." However, the celebration of Christmas in Iraq has become a shadow of its former self, as the country's Christian population has dropped from 1.5 million people to about 400,000 people since America's 2003 invasion. In a similar vein, according to a report published by Al Monitor, celebration of Christmas in Iran can also be as festive as it once was in Iraq. In spite of that, Pastor Victor Bet-Tamraz, an Iranian pastor, was arrested by security forces and is being tried for participating in an illegal gathering as he celebrated Christmas. It seems that 2 other Christians were arrested along with the pastor before being released on bail in February and March. In spite of the fact that he has been released, Bet-Tamraz can't seem to find a lawyer, as representing a Christian in court does not seem to be very popular.